All right. Looks like we're going to be on for a little bit here. Things have not let up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious problem on our hand. And welcome to the show, first and foremost. I'm Clyde Yorkshire. I'm a conservative, I'm a Republican. Um, I am a little bit stressed because there is nothing but killing, death, and mayhem going on right now in the Middle East, um, West Asia, and more people than we could even imagine have been drugged into this war. And it is so unfortunate that this is going on. Um, I don't know where do we begin, to be honest with you. Um, this was probably in some cases uh, a war that we probably should have maybe planned on a little bit more, in my opinion. Um, and it's almost too late to do that at this stage of the game. Um, I am truly worried about what are the next steps, and hopefully, the next steps are going to be a lot better than what we've been seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Again, I'm Clyde Yorkshire. Um, Obviously, I support the president, and this is my country. What can I do? I don't feel that the president was given all of the correct information. Um, I think he has probably more information than I do, but sometimes information comes down in a way that benefits certain individuals, certain companies, and industries. So sometimes some details may be left out. Again, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe we have a quagmire on our hand. And this is why I did not want the president at this time to go to war with Iran, because I knew that there were some things that were lingering. There were some questions that had not been answered. There was too much time that's went by that Iran has been supposedly getting a bomb. Iran's going to get a bomb. Iran's going to get a bomb. And the truth of the matter is, Iran has had these bombs already. And the way that they're constructed, again, I don't believe that we understood what exactly we were getting ourselves into. I think Israel had no idea what they were getting themselves into. And now I'm here to report to you, unfortunately, Israel looks like Gaza.
Tel Aviv was rocked by one of the darkest nights in Israel's modern history on Friday, March 6, when a barrage of Iranian cluster missiles struck the heart of the city with unprecedented force. The attack was
I'm
described
looking at
as the
this.
next phase of
Now,
Tehran's retaliatory campaign against Israel's numerous military operations in recent
this is
weeks.
sad.
According to regional military sources, the primary target of the attack was the Israeli Ministry of Defense complex.
This is sad. One, because, and we should know better, if they could not report the truth on Ukraine, why the hell would they uh, tell the truth right now on Israel? I have got it from some very good friends of mine. And again, I wanted to check into this first, because you can't just listen to even people who are good friends. You got to make sure that this is correct. Israel at this time in Tel Aviv mainly looks just like Gaza. They're not talking about that at all, which means that Iran actually probably had way more capabilities than we ever imagined. And who could say that they're surprised about that? China and Russia have been preparing for this for many years. They wanted to get America bogged down in a war while they go and do what they do. And this is actually happening right now. I'm very surprised again, and I don't even really have a stomach to talk about this. My reasonings for not wanting the president to go down this route was because we are facing internally some issues. The man almost got assassinated. The man is facing issues in his own party, in the opposition. They want to impeach him again. Okay, they're collecting every bit of data to hold the president accountable. From Maduro to Iran, the UN is not our friend. I mean, this is just a quagmire, to be honest with you. And that's why I wanted, if I had the opportunity, I would have asked the president to wait until after the midterms to do this, wait until your third year to do this, carry it into your fourth year, and go ahead and get your third term. What's going to happen now? And I don't understand how in America now telling the truth means that we're not with the administration. Also, Tucker Carlson spoke up and got him ushered right out of the MAGA movement, got him on up out of here, which I don't like. Because these are people, again, who don't hate the administration. They don't hate Trump. They don't want him to listen to people who don't know what they're talking about. And this is a sad deal. At this time, Israel damn near looks leveled in Tel Aviv. And what they're showing us on TV as they come in and bomb the surface of Iran, Iran is sitting underground like, just tell us when it's over. Oh, y'all took out how many ships? Well, we'll bring out another 20. You took out how many launchers? Bring out another 60, double them. They have missile cities underground that were built by the Chinese, by the Russians, and by other actors who knew this was coming. We seem to not know that this was coming. And now what you have is us moving back now, saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We didn't do anything at this point. And now Israel is going to pay the brunt of this. They're not done. They have not even put out their major weapons yet. This is a quagmire. And this is exactly what I did not want Republicans to get involved with. This is the problem. This is the problem right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Iran is sitting up in here, right? No matter what they do, they have a past. We killed the supreme leader. Maybe over 100 little girls were killed. We don't know, was it Israel? Was it us in school? These are things we don't need. And I'm going to be honest with you. We should have held up a little bit and been the adults in the room and said, Israel, right now, we need you to cool off a little bit. The Hague is against you. The European countries are against you. The UN is against you. We don't need to be caught, no offense, in bed with you at this time with all that shit that just happened. We act like Gaza was 10 years ago. People are still upset about that. They're still upset about the October 7th as well. But what we did in capacity to what they did, come on now, that was an overkill. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people are dead now in Gaza. Over 20 or 30 people we killed and took of the rest hostages. That does not add up, ladies and gentlemen. And so now the Gulf states are irrevocably in war. Now, hopefully, this won't spill over and be that bad. You're talking about the top 3 Shia clerics in the entire world was Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, just sitting right under the supreme leader in Iraq. You took him out. His funeral hasn't even started yet. The moment that funeral dropped, you already have Gulf states feeling bad. Even Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, they're like, damn, we didn't know all this shit was going to happen. God damn. Oil fields are messed up. Trade has came to a halt. Goods and services are not moving. This is a quagmire, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to have to clean this up, and we're going to have to do something immediately. The president has to get out of this war now. Not tomorrow, now. We need out now. We should have never gone in. We thought that they were like Venezuela, they were like Iraq. We did not know that they put damn near trillions. They were giving out free oil to China. Do you know how China builds? They're building most of the railroads in Africa. They're building most of the infrastructure in Africa. They are ants. They are builders. What you mean? You got some free oil for us? We get a bunch of oil. All we got to do is come in and construct an underground facility for you? I mean, literally, these people are underground right now having coffee in swimming pools. While we destroy the surface of their country, they're not even worried about that. It's time for a rebuild anyway with modern builders and shit. So they're just putting this on their ledger. They don't care. They have a strong 2 million man army, maybe 3. We haven't even killed 1,000 of them yet. Are y'all paying attention to this? Now, some of y'all have not been to New York. I'm from New York. We have an underground train station. People live down there. There's stores, there's grocery stores there. You can get your hair cut down there. People having sex down there. There's rats, roaches, everything. It's a whole underground city. And there are bigger underground cities and deeper in America. People know about that. Imagine Iran have put a city underground. So after you exhausted all of those $2 million receptors and defense missiles, we done wasted in 7 days. We're up to damn near $1 trillion. Israel done wasted goddamn near 40, 50 billion dollars already. That's just weapons, and it's not including the damage that has been done to their buildings. They can't pay for this. Economically, we cannot continue this. And so now you have people sounding off in love to the administration like, yo, we got to back up. Back that aircraft carrier up. We did not know they had ballistic missiles like that. They have torpedoes. And they haven't even hit us yet the way that they can if they want to. And the system is different. Before the Supreme Leader died, he put together a manifesto stating that this war cannot be ended until there's another Ayatollah in to stop it, slow it down, and negotiate. No one has the power. So Iran is going to continue to fire. Now they say their strikes have minimized. You said the same thing about Ukraine. And it was a bunch of generals and others who told the God truth that no, Ukraine is not winning, not even close. They're being destroyed. They're being leveled. They were lying to us. We had to go to other news stations and France 24 and We On News and First Post and BBC because our local fake news would not tell us the truth. And the same thing is happening right now in the Middle East. What is happening to Israel is unbelievable. They don't even have the defense mechanism right now to stop these type of bombs. Cluster bombs that are coming in and wreaking havoc on Israel. You cannot block. Your arm is broke. You sitting up here trying to block. You can't. Now, we got to get out of this, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to think with me. We got to get out of this. And the Democrats are taking notes. Well, wait a minute. You went and got Maduro? That's illegal. Oh, you went to war with Iran? You didn't ask us? That's this time when they go to impeach him, if any that they win those midterms, child, we might as well. Oh, Lord have mercy. The Republican Party, y'all we better get ourselves together right now. This is my situation. And oh Lord, that we said that the Kurds were going to come in. They spoke to the head of the Union of the Kurds. You know what the Kurds said? We can't get involved for a couple of reasons. Because Turkey will get involved. We are already at war. We already got issues happening. And we don't believe that this is the answer. Everybody else is seeing the news that they're not showing us. And guess what they're showing in the news? They're showing that we haven't even fractured Iran. We just messed up. Black niggas do that all the time. They get upset. They go burn down the stores and tear up the neighborhood and shit like that. And then they get rebuilt in another 16 months or so. That same thing is happening right now in Iran. They can afford this type of destruction. All they're going to do is pay for it. Get the Chinese to come in and help fix it up again. Get some Indian labor to come in and fix it up again. But they're winning in the sense that the mightiest military on the earth, along with another mighty military in Israel, could not stop the destruction. Footage is leaking out now on how Israel actually looked. What now, if anybody can tell me what's the purpose of this? I thought we were going to be upfront. We were going to be honest with each other. And if Israel is getting hit like that, why not tell us? Why not? Because guess what's going to happen? We're going to realize that your intelligence was not as intelligent as we thought it was. You had no idea. Now, Obama told us that they was close to getting a nuclear weapon. So did Joe Biden. So did the Clintons and everybody else. You mean to tell me every president, they're 3 minutes away from getting a nuclear bomb? The next president, they're 2 minutes away. The next president. Listen, let's just be honest. Iran has the nuclear bomb and they've been had it. Come on, let's tell the truth. We need some truth around here. Iran been had that bomb. They got hydrogen bombs. They have satellite now. They can see. They blinded America by destroying our satellite imagery that beams down and allow us to see everything that's going on in your country. They just destroyed it. So what did we say? Instead of saying, hey, Iran, damn, these niggas can fight. Oh my God, Russia's helping them. Who's going to believe that? Maybe they are. But we ain't seen Russian ships. We ain't seen no weapon bombs, no Russian bombs. So what do you mean they're helping them? You know why we think that? It's because they're hitting Israel with gut shots, direct shots. They're smashing military assets. They've officially ran the United States out of the Middle East right now. We left just about every base that we had, and we will no longer be in the Gulf again. This is a reality. And it's a sad deal that we were winning internally, cleaning up the deep state, fixing up healthcare, fixing up the food, and then Bibi Netanyahu, who's working on his plan, no offense, I get it. You want to expand Israel. I get it. I want Israel to expand. I want America to expand. That's why we're working on Canada. We're working on Greenville. Everybody's trying to expand. The Russians done took Crimea. They're working on Ukraine. Everybody wants to expand. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Here's the problem. No one told us the truth. Now, Israel is crippled almost. Why did they not tell us the truth? I'm talking about Israel. They damn near crippled Israel, almost leveled it. It's only a narrow strip, and they have not even took out their major bombs yet. They're just escalating this, and it's a slow and painful death, if you will. Israelis are in huge trouble, and they're going to drag us back into this war. Iran is truthfully number 10 or so in the world in militaries. They got them ranked down there number 30 or some stuff. These peoples, I'm telling you, they have planned for over 50 years, and they knew, because we had a list of all of the countries that we were going to get, and we saved the best for last, Iran. And they were sitting there like this. Come on, let's get underground. Soon as them ships started coming, everybody went underground. Everybody, the entire military is underground, having coffee and donuts, praying and eating and having a good time. Underground. We came in, doing the go, we all, boy, we done got Iran. And they sitting up there like this. They must don't understand. Like the 300. Remember when they rushed the 300 and they came to that cave and they slowed down after they kept crashing into each other and the 300 held it? What they do? backed them up, whop, backed them up, whop. Started opening up. They started falling like flies. This is what Iran just did to Israel specifically, and the United States, but specifically Israel. Unfortunately, I've heard as well, we said we lost 6 soldiers. I heard it's somewhere of 500 U.S. military soldiers. I'm hoping that they have extremely exaggerated, and that's not the truth. Child, this will destroy any chance we had at fixing this country, at getting a third term. If this is true, and the intel community can figure this out and get it to the Democrats, they are going to hang anybody they get their hands on, because they did not have a platform to stand on. They have no policies. All they wanted to wait to see is you do something stupid. You need mental help. You know what? Maybe that's true, but you do too. See, when somebody tells the truth, we get attacked. To this day, I still support every single thing the president is doing. I just don't like the fact that we, people like me, cannot tell the president the truth. Even some generals said, don't do this. We don't have an idea of who we bombing. And no offense, I love all that USA, MAGA shit. F that right now. Okay? Because some of y'all are bots. Some of you are joking. Some of you really don't love this country. Some of you don't even know what's going on. And we're just, give me a, yay, America, America. And you don't really understand what's going on. This is scary. So right now, I don't have no confetti. Right now, I don't have no hooray, MAGA. No. Slow it down. We are in trouble, Jack. And if you don't believe me, go do your own research. This is a shame. And I should have known better. You lied about Ukraine and what was the condition of that war to save face. It took soldiers in the United States military with love to say the truth. People like Scott Ritter, so sorry to tell you, Ukrainians are dying by the dozens. It was only President Trump who amplified that and told the truth that Ukrainians were dying and being slaughtered. Yet we still up here sending money through Biden, sending money. Ukraine is winning, send them more weapons. And Russia was just crushing them every single day. While we set up here, yahoo, support Ukraine, support Ukraine, Ukraine. Ukraine, you go to the store, they got Ukraine flags. You go to the hardware store, we Ukraine, Ukrainian boxes, Ukrainian candy, Ukrainian cookies, Ukrainian titties. Everything was about Ukraine. You damn liars. Ukraine was winning that war the moment they got involved. That's why when he came to office, Trump said, sit your ass down. You ain't got the cards, nigga. Okay, you're losing. Shut up. And you want to talk crazy? Go tell Europe to help you then. And get out of my office. And guess what? He said, you know what? This is over. Escorted his ass out of there. So much for winning the war, you liars. This is heavy. Iran is hurting Israel. Now, Israel is not built to be underground. That's why they have so many defensive capabilities. The David Sling, the Arrow, and all this other kind of stuff. The Patriots, because they are a surface country. If you can break or wear down that security system, it's open season, child. You talking about a duck in the sky? Pow, pow. We don't need to send 100 missiles now. That's what we use to break down your defensive and fire off all them weapons. You understand me? Go ahead. Now, the real test begin. You talking about Mach 5, Mach 3, Mach 2. We talking about light speed weapons. The flash of light weapons that Iran has. When were you going to tell the president that? He thinking we about to go deal with some old niggas down there praying with some skirts on to Allah, eating some damn dates, and these niggas got the whole sophistication of Russia right here in this little country, the sophistication of China. And so now our excuse is, well, Russia's helping them. So what? We look like a bunch of sissies. We have turned into sissies. U.S. sitting up here, you got Israel with you, you got all the Gulf states with you, you got Europe with you, using their bases and all this other stuff. So who gives a fuck if one person helps them or not? We don't care. You're going to get it too then. That's how we're supposed to be talking. Oh, Russia's helping them. Look at you. I'm keeping it real. It's like me and my mans go and check some dude who did something foul, and the four of us whip on that ass. And we whipping him down, and some dude comes and knock me out, hit him, and we talking about some dude came and helped him. It was four of us. What do you mean somebody helped him? You still should have won that. We're looking bad right now. And the reason why I didn't want to go to this war, where's Canada? Where is Canada always? Where is Mexico that's supposed to? Why are we taking Israel over there? Why we didn't take Mexico? Because this is a fucked up system, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm sick of it. Where is Germany? Where's Spain? Spain said, I ain't getting involved. You're on your own. But you keep letting us send you those European cars and European leathers, and keep letting us get visas and come on in because we Europe. Let us send you all of these different bells and whistles and wines from France and everything. All you want to do is fuck America. Yes, you do. That's all Europe does is fuck us like you could not believe, with their banks, their financial institutions, Merrill Lynch, their Mercedes-Benz, their BMWs. All you do is send shit here to the business while you live comfortably. And that's not even happening no more because Europe is overrun and it's flooded. They got more Nigerians in that country than anywhere else in the world in Europe. They got more Somalians there than we got over here. They got more Ethiopians, Eritreans. And again, I'm not mad at Africans for trying to come up. Do what you do. But Europe is running a model that does not work. Get the likes up and subscriptions, ladies and gentlemen. We got to tell the truth. If you love this nation, you would not lie to the American people and have us up here celebrating and having a good time in Israel, damn near looking like Gaza at this point. That's not cool. Lying to us, Ukraine is winning the war. Russia just started this whole, and y'all niggas wanted to bait Russia into a war by putting nuclear weapons, which was Vladimir Putin's red line, defense systems in there, which was their red line. China has the same red line with Taiwan. Don't do weapons deals with them. Don't send them weapons. You keep sending it, then China will come in and invade it and take it over. We're not letting America get a stronghold in our region. That's what just happened with Ukraine. Ukraine kept on listening to the Europeans. Come on, Russia's weak. We just took them out. They lost the Cold War. Ukraine, yeah, we'll do it. Give it to us. Give us the money. Yeah. 2 weeks into the war, Ukraine is sitting up here dying, losing 30,000 guys a week. They telling us they losing about 10 or 15. This is disgusting. No, it ain't no, shh, don't be quiet, as long as nobody know, maybe they're going to take, no. That's not how America is. That's not who we are. We are becoming demonic as the days go by. And we were supposed to be blessed. And that eclipse warned us. That solar eclipse, the first one came during Obama's administration. 7 years passed. And the next one came. And that was your last straw to do what is right. Not just America. Everybody got that solar eclipse, even Palestine. Palestine didn't listen. Palestine got leveled. Palestine took that country from Africans. No offense. Egypt took that country from Africans. Algeria took that country. Morocco took those countries from other Africans. Now the world, the tide has changed, and now others are coming in and they're bombing you. They're taking Libya, and you're saying, why are they doing that to Libyan people? Where did Libya get that from? What you blaming the United States for? Oh, this is really the Native Americans' land. This is really the Mexicans. Why don't you say the same thing about Egypt? All of them black niggas in the pyramids, you don't wonder who they are? They ain't got no Allahu Akbar in there. Why you don't ask, how did they get Egypt? Why you didn't ask, how did Alexandria get Egypt and the Greeks? Why didn't you ask, how did they get Morocco? Because you don't care and you're a bunch of stupid niggas that hate America, and all you do is talk shit about our slavery, talk shit about our oppression, talk shit about how we got this land, but you have no idea how any of those countries, including Israel, got those lands that they got. You have no idea. You're just a bunch of blind fools that don't like this country, and so you talk down on it. I had some sympathy, and I still do, for innocent people in Gaza. But I am no fool. I know Gaza got what they deserve. I know who you took that country from. I know the same thing happened to Egypt. Egypt damn near was leveled. And I know how Egypt got that country in the Muslim conquest, the Ottoman Empire conquest. When you don't study history and you don't understand what is really going on, the only people, there's only a handful of them, who have their original countries and probably lost some of it is China, Russia, Ethiopia, India, Persia, or Iran. These are the old countries. Saudi Arabia was not there hundreds of years ago. Go back. Arabia, before it became Saudi Arabia, they were not there. Dubai was not there. Qatar. These are brand new made up countries in the name of Allah. That's the God honest truth. Oman, Bahrain, oh y'all, how the hell do y'all got royal so damn fast? The Shah of Iran, the Shah of Iran, he wasn't. They installed his ass. The Anglo-Iranian duo. That's the truth. But no one's talking about that. And so you're feeling sorry, no offense, for all of these nice Muslim people, but the Muslims had it coming as well, because y'all not the same Muslims from back in the day. Y'all are filled with gold and cheese and wine and pussy and shisha and alcohol and pork and beef and chicken, and you having a good time in luxury. While you import all these Ethiopian women to clean your house, all of these Kenyan women to come clean your house in Bahrain and Oman and in Libya. See, that's the truth about what is happening in Muslim countries in the Middle East. That's the truth. No one wants to talk about that. Muammar Gaddafi was the only one who somewhat apologized and told the truth. Yes, we do have peasants that are African. So just so you know, Africans ain't got shit going on. The only thing an African can do is come to your country, buy stuff, and send it back home and create themselves a compound and some businesses by selling phones, resell options, clothes, etc. Camera phones, SIM cards. And the only other way that they do it is they go to the Middle East and they become a servant for Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, and all these other countries. That's what is going on in the Middle East, and that's what's going on in Africa. They send the young girls back after about 20 years. They done been ran through. They bossed and took advantage of them. And they don't let men into their country. They have no use for you unless you're coming here to do labor, get your ass out. And you get a 6 months visa and you're gone. The women can stay as long as they want. They're beautiful, they're curvy, they have nice chocolate titties, beautiful eyes, beautiful hair. And all they want to do is make something for themselves. The Muslims have been wrong for doing this for many, many years. For many, many, many years, Islam have done this. Even Minister Farrakhan, when he went to the Middle East, he talked to them and he checked them. And he said, the minister, you are wrong. You know the story of Bilal and how his tomb was not clean because he was a black Muslim, but the rest of everybody else's was clean because they were light-skinned Muslims. They, listen, no offense, even in Pakistan, I'm sorry. Y'all might be upset with me and hurting me and be mad at me. There is so much racism and hatred in those Muslim countries, worse than Europe countries, worse than America. This is the God honest truth. First of all, Vance, Trump, I don't care about that right now. I don't give a damn about no Vance, Trump, Rubio at this point. I'm afraid that we've made a big mistake and we've got to fix it. The president has got to get a hold of this weekend, not Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. This got to be fixed. What we need to do, drop your last little bombs, get on up out of there, say we did what we needed to do. Now, if y'all do this again, we'll be back again. You can go home and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You can keep it under the radar right now. You done killed the supreme leader and took out all of their top. You plunged them into chaos. They done hit their neighbors and made each other mad and everything like that. Back up out of there. Oh no, Israel's not gonna allow it because you know why? And I'm not mad at Israel, but Israel just been hit worse than anything you've ever seen. I would love to show you the evidence, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna put that out there. Let the people who are paid to do that, let them do that. But when you, as the American people, find out the truth, and again, ladies and gentlemen, this made no sense. Since George W. Bush, we've been talking about Iran's trying to get a nuclear weapon. How long do you think it takes to make a nuclear goddamn weapon? They had that goddamn weapon 10 years ago. 10 funky years ago. They had cluster bombs years ago. They had torpedoes years ago. They had submarines. They just did not explain that to you because you in the mall, you're watching Sesame Street, you're out looking for a job, you're out trying to live your life and pay your bills and stay above the water in America, and I get all of that. USA gay all the way. Well, where do you live, first of all? Who said the USA is gay all the way? Where do you live? Where do you live? Of course, you don't want to talk about that. Where do you live? Because, you know, people like you are users. You hate the country. You always got something to say, but your ass don't want to leave, and you'll do anything to stay here. I don't respect you, okay? Make no mistake. I stand with the president. I'm lost. You're a fool. I stand with the president. The president is trying to do some really good things for this country. Israel has got their own agenda. And we could have helped them. We should have helped them. We should have gave them everything that they needed to go and fight with Iran. And we can just back you up. But the moment we entered this war, ladies and gentlemen, what you don't understand is, do I think that we can obliterate them? Of course. It don't work that way. The world is watching, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand that? There are universal maritime law. Give you another example. India and Sri Lanka had nothing to do with this, and they're upset with us because we broke the rules. When you sink a vessel, it is your duty. I don't care if they're the United States, I don't care if it's Britain. If you sink a ship, you have to rescue the sailors or at least send out to the nearest coast guards or whatever that there's a ship we just sunk. We don't like these niggas and we're gone. They did not do that. That's a crime. Okay, I'm not a snitch. I'm not a hoe. Nigga, I'm watching television, okay? This is real. We shouldn't have done that. Well, I understand we're at war. We're upset. Our energy's up. Get them likes up. Get them subscriptions up. Come on. Don't worry about nobody over here. Because the ultimate goal is this country. We sunk their ship and took off. They were not even armed. We can't do that. You got to understand, you're facing Democrats who will impeach you. The Democrats have inflicted more pain on President Trump than any other country has ever done out here. Any other business deal. They gave the man felonies. They're not kidding around. And they're waiting. Right now, they're rallied around your mistakes. Every mistake that we make, they're going to free Maduro. Soon as Democrats get in power, they're going to run on being the party of the world. I'm so sorry. This president is so evil. He hurt all these migrants, even the bad ones. Let's get you back in here again and reopen them goddamn borders. Come on in here. Come on, the gays. What did he do to you? Oh, black women, he threw you out of all of these jobs. Get back in these jobs. Maduro, he locked you up. Get Maduro out of here. We'll give you back whatever you want. They're going to play it to the T, and the world going to go along with it. They're going to get in there, and they're going to get the power, and they're going to call the president. How you doing, sir? We got an impeachment coming up this Wednesday. Are you going to show up? Well, sir, we'll see you there. They're going to impeach him. This time, the other impeachments were, come on, they were bullshit. This time, truthfully, I mean, it's left up to whoever, but you can't take Maduro and bring the nigga here. He's the goddamn head of the state. You can't do that. And the other officials said he was the head of state, okay? You can't bring him here and put him in our jail, okay? The most you, if you're going to get away with that, the most you can do is 30 days. That's an automatic impeachment right there. That's one that they can get you on. Second, you go and kill the Ayatollah. Okay, that is an act of war. No, well, we just did a military. Nigga, killing the head of state is an act. It's like killing somebody's mother. Talking about, you know, I just wanted to send a message. You nigga, it's over. You killed the leader of over 90 million people. What do you mean? They're gonna say you should have come to Congress for something like that. They got him on the second one. Then you sink a goddamn ship, and Sri Lanka got to go pick them up. And over 82 of them died unarmed. You can't do that. Just like if somebody breaks in your house and a nigga climbing out the window, you can't go shoot him in his ass. Unfortunately, we got these crazy laws. You're going to jail if you do that. That's the way it works. And they have international rules right now. Now, we done put the border piece together and said F the UN, so the UN ain't going to cover you. We done made Europe mad, talking about we going to take Greenland and this, that, and the third. Canada's pissed off at us. We threatening them. We're just not doing it right. This was working, and we could have been winning if we just did not go to war with Iran. That's the only problem. And I knew Israel was going to get us. I'm not going to hurl any insults at Israel. I'm not going to get mad at Israel, because I am hoping to God that Israel, you got a plan. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Lord, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, whoever's out there, Lord, you got to save us. Because right now, it's the calm before the storm happens. Before they really show the real bombs, like Operation True Promise 1, 2, and 3, we covered up the 12-day war of what really happened, okay? And then later on, you can see the videos of direct bombs slapping Israel like they got their hand behind their back. They just going, I mean, boom, 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 doom, doom, doom. I mean, you damn, the fuck, nigga, you hitting Israel, yeah. And they got no defense. That's why we brought them aircraft carriers this time. We brought all that shit this time. We said, no, this time y'all ain't gonna finna do all that to Israel. And what did they do? They exhausted all of our receptors, everything. They exhausted on all of these millions of $20,000 cheap drones, while we're spending $2 million ballistic missile, missile defense missiles to stop it. Right? The cost is not even adding up. They done took away the tariffs from the man, so now you're not gonna be bringing money in like that. This is looking very bad, ladies and gentlemen. And what's so sad? If any of you claim to be Trump supporters, you just hate the Democrats so bad. Me, I don't like the Democrats, but I don't hate them that bad that I'm going to be stupid. You guys are so stupid. Some of you, I hate to even be a part of some of you Trump supporters, because you're not really a Trump supporter. You have rhinos. You're not really Republicans. You have so much hate in your heart that you're drunk off of medicine. You're so freaking stupid. You can't back up and say, wait a minute, let's follow the rules here. The Democrats are watching. They're looking for any reason to impeach this man. They're looking for any reason to say, we told you. Okay, folks has been dying at the hands of ICE that shouldn't have died. Truthfully, even the president admitted it, you know. God damn it, we should have bring it down here. We got all that going on. They're going to remember all of that when they come for impeachment, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, historically, whoever wins the election, even if you win the House and the Senate, usually in the midterms, there's a 95% chance it's going to flip blue. And the more we keep doing shit that ain't right, when that thing flip blue, you're going to hit crickets in the Republican Party. You only gonna have one choice, and that's to by force take the country and get them niggas up out of here. And if you don't plan to do that, just get your popcorn ready, because this impeachment will be bigger than this Iran war. They will make an example out of President Trump. You don't never challenge the deep state. Who you think you are? You gonna challenge the crown, the queen? You gonna expose us? They gonna link him to Jeffrey Epstein? I'm telling you, by the time they finish with Trump, if he's not careful, they're gonna make him look so bad, nasty, disgusting with prostitutes, hoes, bitches, kids. That's what they're working on. Look what they did to Jay-Z right now. Jay-Z is looking really bad right now. He's got investigations, congressional investigations. I didn't even know this stuff was going on with Jay-Z. I had no idea. Beyonce's drugged up. I thought she was a good girl. Same thing I thought about Whitney Houston. Turns out Whitney Houston's a goddamn dopehead. And we're blaming Bobby Brown, and that nigga wasn't on no goddamn drugs like she was. She got his ass involved in all of that. Messing with Clyde Davis. That's the truth. And Beyonce's a drug addict. It came out. P. Diddy done went down. They got multiple videos with Jay-Z at Epstein's house. Oh, Lord. They got him with Weinstein. Oh, Lord. This is bad. This is bad, ladies and gentlemen. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. The Kurds, they just said it. Go watch the interview. They did it on Fox News. They said, so you guys are going to enter the fight and go in with ground troops? He said, well, no, because the Kurds know better. The IRGC is strong. They have over 2-3 million soldiers. They haven't even lost 1,000 yet. What the hell ground invasion your ass is trying to do? We done shot 1,000 targets with one nigga in the truck and one nigga trying to light the bomb. Oh, we killed him. Yeah, we winning. Family, they are underground. They're underground waiting for all of that to go away. Go ahead, exhaust all your missiles, do all your flybys. And then they're going to open up the hatches and they're going to come from underground. Pow! 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 They probably even got jets that they never told us about, that they were waiting. And going to bait you in. These people have practiced this. They wanted to bait us in. Come on in. There was reports that America, SSS Abraham Lincoln, was hit, was struck. And that joker backed up at least 1,000 kilometers. Listen. I've been in boxing for a long time. When you win in a fight and somebody hits you really good in the nose or the eye and you start backing up, the fight done shifted. We backing up. This is the truth. And this is why, again, I'm probably going to be neutral one at some point. I'm never going to want to be in a party because parties have become so corrupt and so evil. We don't want to be like the Democrats. I'd rather tell the American people the truth. Well, this got a little bit out of control, and we had a fight in the bar. What you expect? Glasses broke, niggas was throwing chairs, and somebody's mom got hit. Shit happens. Tell the truth. Don't lie about it. Because you are going to give the Democrats an easy reason to come in and get us all up out of here and make us all look stupid. We had the right intentions. We thought we were doing the right thing, but we got caught a little bit too zealous and ambitious. Ladies and gentlemen, what say you? Have any of you been watching what's going on? Have any of you been following what's going on? Are any of you aware of this is going on? Are you just Trump? I love the president. I get called names every day. Make sure you get them likes and subscriptions up. Come on. Because first of all, it is hard for the media to put anything out. You think they're gonna let little people like us say anything? And again, I'm not hating on the country. Are we winning this so far? Yes. Overwhelmingly, hell no. And maybe the US is overwhelmingly winning. Israel's not. They got more damage, and their balance of what they owe now to restock those missiles, ladies and gentlemen, they are going $1 trillion in debt. This is not including their military installations, their civilian installations that was just damaged. Get the likes and subscriptions. Why y'all sitting there just looking around? Hit the button. You see what I'm facing? These people are evil. I don't want you to say anything. Help me out here. We got to fight. I'm always willing to fight. But sometimes, and that's the cost of being a leader. That's the cost of being somebody noble. Niggas will sit there and watch you get devoured and watch you get beat down. And all you trying to do is do the right thing. And this is what's happening to us. If we say the truth as Republicans, as Trump supporters, other Trump supporters, shut up, don't say that. Just let them think. No, we're not doing that over here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for those likes. I love y'all. We're not doing that. I am not going down with foolishness. I will go down with the president. I will go down with the party. I'm not going to lie. Likes and subscriptions. Get them up. Get them up. Let's get to 20. Get them up. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end by telling you what is going to happen. The hell with that. We got to say it. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen right now. I don't even want to play this. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. And Europe knew that this was going to happen. They did. That's why they don't care. Europe don't give a damn. Europe knew this was going to happen. That's why they didn't get involved. Normally, Europe, oh God, we get to go to war. Oh yeah, come on, let's get NATO together. Let's go bomb them. This time they stayed out of it for one reason or the other, but it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you what you don't know. And this scares me and it hurts me. And it also lets me know, don't play with God. I told y'all this already. That solar eclipse, those two that we had, one was a solar eclipse and the other one was a lunar eclipse. Judgment was passed on this earth. Everybody got one. That included Saudi Arabia, that included Pakistan, and that included the United States of America. There was a checklist of things that you need to do before the sign of the ages change and before the new world order gets here. We didn't listen. You can call bullshit all you want. I know stupid niggas when I see them. That solar eclipse was nothing to play with. It was a message written in the sky for all to see. God don't send messages down the way you think when it has to do with something like this, okay? Every nation, I've studied this for over 25 years. Every nation that falls, I don't care if it's Rome, Egypt, Greece, the Ottoman Empire, those solar eclipse comes first. Do you understand? Every major religion uses one of those luminaries. We use the stars, and that red behind is not just blood. That's the symbol for the sun. China has stars on their flags. Israel has a star. Out of all the things you want to use, why the hell are we using stars? Look at the Islam. Almost every flag got a sun and a moon on it. Why? Or a moon and a star. Why? Because they know that that is where the reality is. That eclipse told America, you have 7 years to clean up or your nation will go in the dustbin underwater with the rest of the nations that are gone. And we did not listen. We tried and we've been doing good. God has spared us a little bit because we came in, we said, get the men out of the women's sports. There's only 2 genders. We started cleaning shit up, clean up the food, stop feeding Americans poison. God is like, okay, we ain't gonna be doing black folk bad. Okay, we're gonna do right by the people. You understand me? We're gonna crack down on pornography. God is sitting there, okay. America is cleaning up. He gonna let us rock. What about the Middle East? Y'all sitting up here living in all that luxury, slaving people, killing people, cutting folks' hands off, cutting their balls off and everything like that. God said, I told y'all to change, didn't you? You still don't listen, right? What's been happening to the Middle East? War after war after war. They're being leveled. Their leaders are dying. It's just the white people doing it. No, 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 no. They're fighting with each other. And they invite us to come in to help them, support them, or fight for them. But this is their wars. They're not listening. Israel was told as well. Did you know Israel hosts the biggest and largest gay parades in the entire world in supposedly the holy city, specifically in Tel Aviv? Did y'all know that? Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. Excuse me. Why would y'all even care about that? You don't care about that, don't you? God told them as well, you need to clean up, Israel. You need to clean up. And Israel has been notorious throughout the years and in the Bible for not doing what God says until another nation comes in and some shit happened and we got to pray for Israel now. Israel did not clean up. And I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you, ladies and gentlemen. I looked at Gaza and I just sat there going like this. Damn. I looked at the pictures from Israel and the footage that's now leaking out, and I'm sitting there like this. Wait. When did this happen? When was y'all going to tell us this? Because, hold on, we got to slow this down. You better bring NATO in this hole. And what the hell is going on? Y'all making it seem like they just firing firecrackers. Oh, did I get your fight? No, they're dropping bombs. And no one's telling us this. And so Israel is looking like Gaza. And if they don't stop this war in about 3 days or so, we're going to have to now take all these Israelis into America. And now think of some new strategy, which is going to be stupid. We're going to say, hey, we need France to come in here now and help us out and all of these European nations. And we're going to show Iran what we're working on. Russia sitting up there, go ahead. I hope you do, honey. Because we're going to finish off Ukraine any day now. We warmed up. That was exercise for Russia. Russia got stuff that could hit the galaxy. They got stuff that could reach the moon. Y'all don't want no drama over here to add that in there. North Korea just been waiting. They done gave them bombs too. They got what Iran got and more. They waiting too. I dare you. See, this is not me hating on the country. This is me telling the country the truth. So when we go in to fight these people, we're not sitting there talking about, yeah, I got to raise that and a nigga pull out a bazooka and we like, oh shit, damn. Wait, that's not fair. You shouldn't have that. We heard that you only had a blade and some brass knuckles. That's your fault. We're in a serious gunfight. China got a stronger military. Their Navy, they just put out, they ain't telling you, their new aircrafts, their radar systems, they have satellite just like we do. Russia got satellite. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why the general said, don't do this war right now. Right now, they was respecting us. If we do not topple Iran, and it turns out that you start to see the truth that, damn, they damn near leveled Israel and back the U.S. up and move their aircraft, you know what that's going to tell the world? Iran is a champ. Y'all sat there and jumped them. You jumped them, killed their leader, took out their top leaders, used other bases, 6, 7 of y'all. We looking pussy over here. The U.S. over here looking pussy. Let's tell the truth. We looking pussy. Just like this young generation who don't want to fight no more. You want to shoot somebody. You looking pussy. You can't put your knuckles up, get beat up, and live to fight another day and say, okay, you got that, man. I'll catch you on the next one. That's how we looking. Always getting a gang to go jump on some little ass niggas, man. And then when a little ass nigga get another little nigga to help him out, we like, oh, why you went and got somebody? There's 9 of us. It's one of you. What, you ain't tough enough to handle us? That's what we're doing right now. And I don't like it. I love my country. I'm staying with MAGA. I'm not moving. But I hope the president begin to listen to some of us. And I hope he begin to tell Israel, listen, this obsession. Now, again, I believe, and this is not a bad thing, I believe Israel is supposed to replace America. The same way we started with a few colonies and everything, I believe the greater Israel, truthfully, is supposed to be the next world power. Just like British was in control and we came and took over, we're supposed to hand off the reins to Israel. But unfortunately, it's not working out that way. I don't know why. I believe I know a little bit why, because Israel has not done what they were supposed to do. They've ushered in all of these filthy things into their country as well. They did the same thing that we're doing over here. Your kids' tablets are filled with nothing but disgusting shit. You turn on your TV, ain't nothing but filth and foolishness there. You go to your grocery store, ain't nothing but filth and foolishness. The countries are deliberately stacking the supermarket, the industries with this stuff. Israel's doing the same thing. You go to watch a game, the commercials are sexuality in America. We don't know what a man is or a woman. They're both. There's 55 genders. God is sitting up here looking like this. And you finna tell Africa that they're not moral and you got men and women sports? We out here looking stupid. So God is not going to bless us the way he used to. That's why when Trump got in, the first thing he cleaned up, he ain't work on no nuclear treaty. He ain't start building the military. First thing, his first 2 minutes as president, he said, I'll show you the clip. There are only two genders in this country. No more men and women sports. No more trans in the military, because God does not want that. You better clean your nation up now. You dedicated yourself as a Judeo-Christian nation. That's what you came in as. All of a sudden now, you're changing up your sexuality policies, your children policies. There's trafficking of children going on. It's over-sexualizing. God is not going to allow a government like that to continue. This is why America started to clean its act up. That solar eclipse gave you your warning. Dumb fools like this who's mad is that a solar eclipse don't mean nothing. You keep your silly ass over there believing what you want. I'm telling you what I know. And this is why God is fair. God will never act without telling you and warning you. He gave us time. He gave us time. Y'all forgot? Go back. Everybody was spooked. Oh, the line goes like this across America. That was the first strike, baby. The second strike, it came across the other way. It marked the X right in a little area called Little Egypt. The very place that they took away from black folks and made Egypt into Egypt. It was a message that cannot be avoided by no government, no UN. Nobody can avoid that, not even MAGA. That's why we started cleaning up. That's what that meant. It marked it over the U.S. your time. Right at the 250 year that you was allotted as a world power, if you want to continue, you got to clean up. And some of y'all don't even know that this is going on. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, and just like every other nation, when they let sexuality, pervertedness come into their country, and they was drunk with wine, Babylon, and it happened to Alexander. They were doing so good, and then sexuality crept in. Alexander sleeping with men, all this other kind of stuff, and naked portraits of Europe, and Europe fell. The Romans did the same thing. The Turks did the same thing. And their Turkish Bab, nothing but men in there naked, sleeping around, having sex, these orgies, and they fell. They dropped to the ground. This is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they don't want you to hear and don't want you to know. We are doing the same exact thing that those countries did before they fell. If you love this country, you would want them to leave God on the money, on the state house, leave them in the schools. Let us continue to pray. Let us continue to put Christ first, Jesus, Allah, whoever you're using, whatever these systems you're using, because they're just systems like Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T. It's just what system you're using to communicate with your God. Okay? When you stop doing that, your nation's going to fall. Get them likes up. Come on, get them likes up. I'm giving you some real stuff here. A lot of these niggas are just talking policies, Trump and MAGA flags and MAGA. Nigga, get out of here with that. I'm trying to give y'all the real because we all gonna die soon. I don't care if it's 20 years, 30, 40, 50 years, and we're gonna go in the Hall of Fame with the rest of them. We're gonna follow Nipsey Hussle. You think you ain't? You going with Santa Claus? You going with Michael Jackson is? Yeah, you gonna follow George Bush? We all getting the hell up out of here. Some of y'all niggas think, yeah, I'm young. I got 20 years. That's what I used to think before I said hello to 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and even 40. I thought I was so young. I remember the days of the good smell of the original coochie I had, the first blunt I took, the first car, the first slap boxing match, the first Nintendo, it all was just yesterday. And guess what? Now the gray hairs start creeping in. You start revisiting the things you did wrong and want to clean up and go to church. Now you want to get yourself together now. Because guess what's happening? It's coming. And the sun and moon has not changed, neither has the stars. It's just your ass, your country, this new country. Even Russia has cleaned up better than we have. America has to clean up altogether. That is why I took the stand. I have no hate in my heart against no white person. In fact, I love white people more than anybody else on this planet. And I show them love because I know what God wants for me. God said, when I weigh your heart, and if it has any hate, any filth in it, you're not going to get that everlasting life. Yeah, I follow the laws of my art. I treat white folks as good. They did slavery. I don't know about none of that. They did oppression. Well, I don't know about that. That's between them and God. Don't get me involved in that. But the white man, he done did this. I don't know nothing about that. That's between them and God. All I know is how I'm supposed to treat them. I'm supposed to open the door, give them my last, take my shirt off my back. Hate them like your stupid ass. I'm not supposed to hate the Africans because they sold us or hate the Europeans. That's not me. That's your stupid behind. I know how God works. Okay? Every other nation under this sun has had some sort of problem with Europe and everybody else, and you don't see them hating the Europeans the way we do over here in America and in black folks. Black folks, you got to clean up too because your turn is now. You're going to feel it. I guarantee you. You hate white folks. You hate yourself. You hate Africans. You hate foreigners. You hate your fathers. You hate your mothers. You just hateful. I've never seen so many rappers die in my lifetime. So many people on television. The downfall of this celebrity, that celebrity, this celebrity. The whole system is coming down, ladies and gentlemen, because we're not right. Get them likes up. They no sense of just standing around, looking around, twiddling your thumb, wondering, was this? Give me a like. I did not ask any of y'all for any donations. I didn't ask any of y'all to cash at me or any of this goofy shit. I don't need nothing that y'all gonna give me. All I wanted you is to help me push my way through these algorithms by more likes, and thank you for your comments. We're going down, ladies and gentlemen. And in my 40 something years, I never thought I'd see this day. Did you know, and please, if I'm lying, don't ever come back to this channel. Did you know when that eclipse came, the earth stopped spinning? And it went in the other direction. Every time an age change, the golden age, the ice age, the middle age, and now our age, when the age is about to change, two things happen. Those same eclipse line up. That's your warning, Egypt. There's your warning, Ottoman Empire. Oh, we're drinking, titties everywhere. Allahu Akbar. Playing your flutes, jiggling your women. And next thing you know, you fall. Greece, same thing. The Turks, Same thing, the British, same thing. Over sexualizing statues of men naked with little penises with kids standing next to them. And they fell. And the same thing has visited our door. Just like in the Ten Commandments, when that smoke came and took out all of them kids and firstborns, that eclipse was not a joke. And that was our one and final warning. How many years we got left before judgment hits? 2 years, or maybe 3. By the end of Trump's second term, the 7 years would be complete. I got to get my mods, I got to get my researchers, and we're going to build a nice network where we do high class videos where I can show you the things that I'm talking about, because that will really boost our channel and it will help you to understand right away. God damn, he's not lying. Because behind me should be all of those things that I'm telling you should be able to show up, and I should be able to show you what I'm talking about. The earth did stop spinning. All it takes is a quick Google search. Earth stopped spinning. Oh, damn. What? Well, why didn't they announce this? Why would they? Maybe some of y'all was not available when they was explaining to you what that solar eclipse was and all of the towns that it was going to visit and the X that it would mark over the continental United States of America. Maybe y'all didn't hear that. Y'all missed that part. Oh, you just thought it was a light show. And that's what Americans do. But I'm awake and I'm watching. And I'm here to tell you that we have a real problem. Let's get those likes up. We need one more to get to 20. Somebody give us that. Push us over the threshold. They're gonna let this video rock. Let's go. We got to push through. Push it through. Come on, y'all, get it through. Do that for me. Push it through. Let's get on through. We got things to talk about. In conclusion, I will tell you what will happen. This is my opinion. I believe America will continue to clean up. We are doing a good job. I think God would spare us a little bit longer and let us continue because we're doing some good things. I believe the world has changed and the new world order has begun. This is why everybody's trying to get their land grabs right now, because after that 7 years, what you have to keep. Basically, this is a game of musical chairs. We wait, why is Trump going after Greenland? You don't understand what's going on. Why is he going after Canada? Because the universe allows it for 7 years. You better get what you're going to get. And you got to get it the right way now. Why is Russia getting Crimea? Because he has the right to. It's open season. Why is China going after Taiwan and all of these African nations now? Because they have the right to. When that 7 years is up, you can't move on anything else until further notice. And we were not able to expand for many years. And people don't understand. Why didn't we do that? Because we was not allowed to. We expanded and took too much to start with. Hello? Same thing with the British Empire. They took too much. And all of that they took was all taken back from them because they did not do it the right way. You have to get written consent. You have to have the people invite you in or make a deal with them for it to stick. See, there are, and this is, I'm in on this way, on this. The court does scare me. SCOTUS does scare me, the Supreme Court, but there is a court that's over our court, and you better know it. It's the Universal Court. And it's the reason why they make treaties internationally. It's the reason why they have international law and maritime law, because the universe forces them to make those deals. Check out my latest book, Black Women Rings Around Saturn. We talk about some of this stuff. If you really want to know what's going on, get my book, Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Google it. Go to Amazon, Audible, Kindle. You need this book. Add it to your library. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Ladies and gentlemen, who's distracted by the Epstein war? There is no Epstein war going on. We have the truth about Epstein and who he is and what he's been doing. And you know it, and I know it. And most of the Democrats are the ones that are in bed with Epstein. And the funny thing is, none of y'all are even talking about this. You act like you don't see what Jay-Z's involved with. Pusha T, Oprah, Gayle King, and all these other people. You act like you don't see what they're doing. Obama. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Please go get the book. It is on Audible. It's on Kindle. We got the paperback. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. If you really want to understand what is happening today and what is coming and how it all is aligned. See, Jewish people will understand where I'm coming from, because Jewish people use the moon and the sun and the stars for certain meals, for certain planning, for certain wars, certain times they can touch electricity and not. It's all based on the sky. The same thing with Islam. They understand that. We in this crazy ass country, we don't know shit. Okay, because we too modern and we got too much gadgets. But them people, oh, they follow all of that. They ain't eating until the sun go down in Islam. Okay, and until the sunrise, that's when you can pray. And when the sun come up, you better not eat no more. They follow that because it's a map. The Chinese follow it, the Asians, everybody else, even Africans. But when you say that to niggas in the modern world, turn on the Xbox, you don't know, and you don't know any better. And this is who you got leading the party, dummies like this, who have no clue. They've never traveled. They could care less about this country. All they want is to fight the other side. MAGA, yeah, Democrat, yeah. It's just a game to them. But for some of us, this is real life. And it's bigger than a hat. It's bigger than Obama and Hillary. This is about the country's survival, the country that we love. This is serious business. See, there's nothing like an older person who's on their way out the door as well. They take life a lot serious, and they don't take as many chances as you do. And they realize some of their hearts change, and some of them are hard-hearted. They are going now to meet their maker. I never seen my mom so scared as she get older. At my age, I'm already starting to lose my eyesight the way I used to have it when I was younger. Your dick ain't the same. It ain't as strong and as hard. This is happening. You hit your feet, that shit hurt 20 times worse. You get arthritis, back pains now. Your stomach can't hold the same it used to. You're getting on your way out of here. And we all gotta leave, ladies and gentlemen. What are we gonna leave the next generation? Hate? What are we gonna leave the next generation? Black supremacy, white supremacy? Out of all of the beauty that God gave you, the rain, the water, the food, the ocean, and you gonna come here and talk about you hate black people? You're gonna have all these beautiful animals and beautiful trees and fruits, and you're gonna hate a white person? What the hell is wrong with you? You've lost your way. We are all avatars, baby. We are consciousness in the flesh. We don't get to choose our flesh. You don't get to choose what color you want to be. You're here for a specific reason and to overcome those obstacles that's in front of you. So if you're a white person with all the money in the world, all the opportunities in the world, guarantee you're going to have health problems. If you're a black person with a beautiful health system and anatomy, big old gigantic ding-a-ling, I guarantee you're going to be in poverty. One of your parents are going to be crackheads. If not both, you're going to be an orphanage. That's the way the world works. So when you think, oh man, I wish I was this white guy. He's got blue eyes and this and that. Well, you don't understand what he's going through. You don't know what his hereditary in him. Oh, this guy, he's got a Mercedes Benz, 20 years in his marriage. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know where they're going. You think you know. And that's why I've learned to be happy in my own body, happy in my own self, I've learned to love. And that's the only thing I wanted to share before I leave. If I go down the street tomorrow and get ran over by a car, or somehow I don't make it into the next year, I'm sorry, God. I screwed up a whole bunch. But I did my God darn it best to love these people on this planet, no matter what their color was, no matter what their ethnicity was, no matter what their salary was, no matter how they smell. I do my best to love on these people here. And I know I'm going to leave. I came in my mother's womb in a flash, and I'm going to leave out in a flash. Half of my life is already spent already. I'm at the halfway point. And I'll be lucky because I'm probably got less than half. Because most people today, they dying at 60 and 70. Okay? I don't have another 40-something years to go. So that's why I'm doing this right now. And sometimes we get bogged down. And we think there ain't no other way out. But as y'all listening to me, this is a real conversation y'all having right here with me. A real talk. You can take it or leave it. I love every one of y'all. Even if y'all called me names, you said I'm my Uncle Tom, my Uncle Ruckus, it's okay. I'm tired of crying. I'm not crying anymore. I'm tired of feeling bad and being angry. Life is going to do what it's going to do anyway. We are being tested unbelievably because that's the way it's supposed to go, baby. That's your test. I'm a black man. Every time I look, the cops, every time I turn around, I can't get a job. I can't get this. I can't stay married. I can't. God is sitting in there. He know you can take it. And when he's finished, I will testify this. I'm going to testify. When God is finished letting you be whooped till you look worse than Jesus, that's when he'll raise you up and heal you up, and all of the blessings that you ever wanted will be sitting there waiting for you. You've done it. You've been tested, not by God, but by the system. Some of us, and I don't want to mess up y'all head any further than this, but all I want to leave y'all with: learn to love while you're here. And if I was in the president's shoes, or if I was giving the president advice, I wouldn't have made that decision to go after Iran right now. I don't care how bad the supreme leader is. I'm not doing that right now because we got too much to lose right this second. And again, if you go in and do that, and the slightest mistake you make, ladies and gentlemen, no offense, just so you understand, Israel is not in a good light right now. I don't care what the Bible says about them. I don't care who started it. Let me give you an example. Because I love Israel. Y'all know that. But there's always going to be some stupid Israeli person that come out and go, you don't like the same thing with black women. You can say anything about black men. We don't take care of our kids. We don't do the right thing. Black men ain't going to say nothing. But say a black woman, they treat us like, oh, you hate black women. Israelis do the same thing. No, I love Jewish people. But I'm going to tell you like this. If a woman hit me, busted up my eye and hit me with a hammer, and she drops the hammer and I chase her down a block later and I catch her and I get the beating on her, you know what people are going to say? That's a shame that man doing that. They didn't see what she did to me. So right now, until it gets figured out, I look really bad. And right now, maybe people didn't see what they've been doing to Israel with these proxies. All they saw was Israel leveling Gaza. All they saw was Israel doing this and doing that. So Israel, and Trump said it, you need to take a back seat for a second. Calm down with war for a minute until we get this thing straightened out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I love y'all. Let's follow and see where this goes. We out.